he's a fantastic wrestler. He's got gnarly submissions, and like I said, man, he's an excellent striker.
So
I think he has all the tools to be the champ.
So let's kind of talk about some of these guys. Like you mentioned Figueiredo, like what do you see as his strengths if you were kind of analyzing him?
Figueiredo's strengths or Jimmy's strengths against
No, Figueiredo's strengths, just observing him as an outsider.
Well, he's obviously got power at 125. I think he's got an intimidation factor as well. Like I watched Joe Benavidez fight him. He fought him scared, you know. He allowed himself to get backed up, and he was on the end of his punches. So I think Figueiredo's got kind of that air of like, hey, I'm destructive. So I think he's got a mental advantage over the guys at 125, but he's long. He's a long fighter. He's an aggressive fighter, and he's well rounded. I think that's why he's the champion. But you know, I'd like to think I have a theory that I know how to beat him, and it does involve going away from him. It involves going right at him, staying in the pocket, and trading with him, and that just happens to be what we're best at my school. You know, my guys like to fight in the pocket, man. So I think he has some big holes. But obviously, like he's a big scary 25er, you know. So I don't think he does anything particularly special, but he's well rounded. He can.
Now, they probably wouldn't put him in with Figueiredo right away. Are there some other guys you've looked at that division that you're paying attention to?
Man, I'd like Kai France. I think that would be a good fight to get Jimmy adjusted. Kai France, that's one I like. Who's Brandon Royval, and then the Assassin Baby. I forgot his name, that Mexican kid. Brandon. Gosh, he was on The Ultimate Fighter. But yeah, I know his fight name's the Assassin Baby. He's a good fighter, but those three are probably ones I'd like to see Jimmy debut. I think the Assassin Baby's ranked 3 or number 2 or number 3 now, so I doubt we'd get that one. But he was the LFA champion, and that's kind of one we were hoping to get when Jimmy was trying to get the LFA title shot, but they took him up to the UFC. And then he was supposed to fight Brandon Royval. He had a verbal agreement, and something happened, and then he ended up going to the UFC also. So